and the New Orleans Saints versus Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They come in riding high, just one loss. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019.
You saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
Right to the air is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for Bateman in that game a week ago. 5 catches, 55 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the rookie 3rd-rounder who's from Louisville and then played his college ball up the road on I-71 at Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 8 catches, 113 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the...
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
They go play action here on first down.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw.
Another pass complete to Bellinger.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here we go with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. From the 41, Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Come on now, let's do this.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On 2nd down, Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the counter, here's Kamara. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To throw is Jackson. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. On first down, Drake. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. From the 24, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. Up the middle they go with Drake. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Jackson.
This goes out wide for Drake.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Edwards. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Dobbins will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Tucker's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He's got Bellinger.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And Thomas has it.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
First down now, but that clock rolling. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
They start the second half with Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Being chased under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 39. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Here's Jackson to throw.
Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll run up the gap with Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A busy night continues for Kamara.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Gets past one man. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Now a run up the middle with Drake. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a draw play with Drake.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete. It's Collins. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Kamara up the middle. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They'll set up a throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And it was just too much Lamar Jackson. He really played well.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So for the Ravens, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.